So remember the whole fiasco with the extremely hubristic and very conceited actress who was mad about people making fan edits of a poster that was paying homage to the musical version, and she lost her mind because her face was hidden? Even though in the trailer itself, there is a shot where it looks almost exactly the same and her features are also hidden, even though she's freaking green. Even though there are countless posters, official posters of movies where the actors are not even seen on the poster or their features are hidden or not detailed or shown at all. Even from so many films, so many movies where these actors never had any issue with this whatsoever or felt like they were victims because the poster was making people interested in going to see their movie. I mean, I can go on and on with the examples of these official posters where you can't even see people's faces or their full features or know what the hell is going on. Yet, Miss Vainglorious took it upon herself to scold and denigrate the passion the fans were sharing by simply paying homage to the original by making it closer to the original. By the way, pretty sure the people who were in this musical, the original musical, had no issue with this poster and their features being hidden. So many other actors and actresses, as I've said just now, have had that with their posters. The poster's supposed to bring people in. People are gonna see you regardless. Why do you need your face to be seen that badly? If that's the case, why are you green then? Doesn't that hide your features? You're wearing hair or a wig when you don't look like that in your everyday life. Doesn't that hide your features that you want to otherwise share with everyone? Well, anyway, I've already gone through that with another video where I was just sick and tired of this whole arrogance thing that actors have. It's disgusting. But I thought it was interesting to do a follow-up because it shouldn't have to come to this where we praise another actress for showing an older actress how it's done. The hilarious part about all of this is that the person who was setting an example was a singer first, I believe, and she's teaching this person how everybody else I have never seen a response like this from someone, ever.
Revo criticized fans who edited the movie's poster to look more like the original Broadway illustration, as well as an AI-generated video of Elphaba and Glinda fighting. Speaking to Variety...
I'm sorry. That AI edit is kind of hilarious, because you're not expecting it. That's what she was offended over, but why am I acting surprised? Why am I acting? She's probably offended over her own existence. Anyways, Ariana came out and had the perfect response to all of this. And she said, I think it's very complicated because I find AI so conflicting and troublesome at times, but I think it's just kind of such a massive adjustment period. She then follows up by saying, this is something that is so much bigger than us, and the fans are gonna have fun and make their edits. I have so much respect for my sister Cynthia, and I love her so much. It's just a big adjustment period. As people were pointing out in the comments to this specific video, the edits are free promotion. Someone said how to speak so many words without saying nothing. While saying nothing. Another said she literally said Cynthia overreacted in the most respectful way possible. That's embarrassing. Someone else said, you'd think you'd be thankful you have fans, especially since Hollywood keeps losing money. That's a fair point. The person responds to that person saying they aren't fans, they are pipeline criticizing the poster and editing it to look better. And, okay, what if they were? And do people not realize that when the marketing team or the people are making these posters or these arts so that they can market the movie, that it still has to go through a bunch of people criticizing it and saying yay or nay it will work or it won't, picking the best one that will go out there? You do realize that, right? Just like making YouTube thumbnails, there is a period where you go through, man, would this look good? Would this look good? And sometimes it doesn't come out looking good. I make shit thumbnails. There's people who are really, really good at making them, and it looks great. And if someone who is an expert at doing that were to go over all my thumbnails and say, this is how you do it, this is how you make it look professional and great, I would be like, damn, objectively, that's better. Or I may not like it, but there are people specifically for that that can make things look better. You can always make things look better. Just like I'm sure if you had PR reps, they could have made your behavior look better to the public, but they failed you in that regard, or they played you because you surely should have had one.
That's a damn shame.
I mean, we're talking about the internet where fans have been remixing and re-editing and generally playing with everything since the dawn of Wi-Fi. It's a rite of passage for anything that's culturally relevant, and here you are taking offense like someone personally ripped up your freaking napkin that was already used and on your lap getting ready to be thrown away. The thing is, if people are even making fan edits, whether they like the original poster or not, that's still a good thing for your movie because it keeps it relevant. It's not rocket science. People actually care enough about the musical or whatever it is they're looking at to spend their time making art for free, mind you, celebrating it in their own way or criticizing it, but most importantly, keeping it relevant and talking about it. But now, all you've managed to successfully do is turn people off. I didn't see anywhere where anyone was dragging her through the gutter with their edits or featuring her, but that's why I say it must be narcissism, because maybe people weren't talking about her at all, and she figured the best way to get attention on her was to be controversial or something. So as long as she has attention, it's fine. Except this kind of negative attention in this specific occupation can literally end your career. No movie wants to put up with an actress or someone who is going to give them bad press or cause their movie to fail. Look at what happens in gaming. If people simply affiliate themselves with or are remotely involved with a very toxic company, people automatically don't want to play the game. And a lot of these indie developers are completely innocent. They don't really know fully what's going on. And yet it doesn't matter because on principle, the consumers are going to be like, no, that company hates us. We want to have nothing to do with your game if you're going to be using them to support your game or supporting that company. No, thank you. And the same will happen to movies, and the same has happened to movies. People are just sick and tired of seeing that person's face. The only thing that they associate you with now is looking like an idiot and insulting them, which from experience we have seen, especially recently, never works out when you try to insult the people you were asking to give you money for your stuff. Please do not do this. I mean, it should not have to be said. Did people not train you before you came into this occupation? People are gonna pay homage to things that they love. They're gonna filter it, throw glitter all over it. It's called fandom. If your career involves stepping into iconic roles, you have to embrace the fact that fans are gonna do what they're gonna do. And I'm sorry, even if you don't like it or it offends you, taste is subjective, so they may think it looks better, which I objectively thinks it looks better, but it could also be a subjective thing. Some people like big beady eyes staring back at them from a poster. I like posters that are more mysterious, like the examples that I gave before. It's giving Karen, like you just don't want people to have fun whatsoever, even when it doesn't even remotely involve you. Ariana saying it's bigger than us is basically her saying, get over yourself. This is bigger than just you. Nobody cares about you. Free freaking marketing. Why do people get offended over free marketing? I have no idea. Nothing bad was being said, by the way. This is such a non-issue. It's so freaking weird. The fan edit is an attack on your character or your talent or your livelihood, because let's face it, you already got paid. People are just celebrating. They're just living their lives, and here you come. You guys offended me in your freaking millionaire lifestyle. And honestly, this is why Hollywood is failing. I don't mean just this one thing, but this strange phenomenon of actors and studios attacking fans for critiques or edits, interpretations, or it's like, imagine having a chef and they cook a meal for you or whatever, and you choose to have a little bit more soy sauce or salt or an extra thing on it, and then you're getting mad because people are choosing to add extra seasoning to their own food. They're not really saying anything about you. They just personally like a little bit more salt. It's just bizarre. It's self-sabotaging behavior. That's why Hollywood is going down. It's bad enough that they're not making good enough stuff to keep people engaged, but then you're getting mad at people for not engaging. I don't know who needs to hear this, any of those celebs out there, because they're on TikTok and they're on all these platforms all the time, apparently looking for things to get offended over. But Hollywood's power used to lie in their audience engagement. You know, it used to be that the audience had reverence for stars, and in turn, the stars would thank them, right? You know, because they know that it's the fans that make them, that they had fans to keep them relevant. They would get an ego trip off of it, but they need that. They need to be like, yes, fans, I love you, and just lean into it, because the more that they do that, it's like a beneficial relationship, right? The fans get more out of it, they get more out of it, and they feed their ego. But now, some in the industry seem to be adopting this elitist how dare you attitude when fans dare to interact with their creations. It is such a sad downward spiral of arrogance that is and has been eating away at all of the audience's goodwill, and they're tired of it. The only difference now is that the celebs are still acting as though they're stars in a world where they are no longer necessary. Now we have celebrities, not celebrities, but like YouTube content creators, TikTok stars, Instagram people. Like, it's more than just moviegoers. Now everybody can be a star. Now everybody has their own beauty channel and all of that. There are people out there that are more famous, more popular than the biggest names in Hollywood. And that apparently is getting to some people. And then there's going to come a time too when the very students that you think are hiring you because they like you are going to gladly drop you so they can get some AI. You don't think they'd like to create original characters rather than hire someone for millions of dollars who's going to give them bad press? They could make an AI person and have it interact with the fans using AI as well. Do you know how lucrative that would be? Like, I mean, people get mad and they think about it, but let's be honest, business is business. And every time we've ever had a revolution or industrial change, it's always to save money. And if the businesses save money, the way they continue doing this is to also give people convenience. People get more entertainment, more variety. If everyone can now make movies, they could probably make better movies than a lot of these directors and writers. People will now have more to choose from, and the ones that they like most are going to get more popular. They're going to get more money, and so people are going to strive to compete with those to give more quality, since the people who are actually putting out quality are getting popular and getting the people to engage with them. Weird how that works. So Hollywood needs to remember, I mean, it's dying anyway. I know we've been saying that for years, but you can tell with the downward spiral that's going on with the finances with movies. Almost every movie that comes out now is a flop. It's not even that all of the movies are bad. It's just people are freaking tired of it. But Hollywood is entertainment. It used to be entertainment. Actors and creators are at their core providing a service to the public. Yes, it sounds horrible, but when people are like clapping and saying, shut up and jump, that's basically what your occupation is. Just like clowns and jesters, you are literally there to entertain people. That's what you're being paid to do. Fans spend their hard-earned money on movies, merch, streaming services, and yeah, they're gonna make their little fan edits, TikToks, memes, whatever. And then imagine you, a millionaire that has better things to do with your money and your time. These people find one little facet of entertainment that they like, and you come down from your throne on high, from your millions, to come down and denigrate them and point your fingers and say, you're offending me. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're criticizing me, even though I have millions and millions of dollars and you are struggling from paycheck to paycheck and you'll probably never have as much as I have, but how dare you? Like, are you being for real? Come on now. That is so petty and detached and wildly out of touch. And that's why you can't really blame people when they're like, you know what? I hope you get your downfall soon so you can come down here with the rest of us and try to find some freaking joy in life by making a fan edit. So anyway, this kind of self-sabotaging behavior, being divisive, turning against your fans, this arrogance, it just feeds into Hollywood's slow decline. And if this industry does not want to end up like a forgotten relic that basically got buried under the weight of its own ego collapsing, then you need to wake up, respect the fans, engage with them. If you make them angry, try to win them back over. You need them to be, you literally need them to function. You're in the business to entertain, not play the victim. Because trust me, the victim you are not.
Why is no one talking about the fact that Cynthia Erivo literally went crazy because of an AI image? I'm going to insert the image in question. Looking at this image, it is a lot better than the poster. The poster is kind of odd because she's just staring at us really blankly, and I'm wondering what the effect is meant to be.